shall innocent blood be shed. Yet the blood of the wicked shall flow like a river. The three shall spread their blackened wings and be the vengeful striking hammer of God.
But obviously, the news, that news kind of got scooped a little bit. I was sitting here in my new home around 5:30 p.m. Eastern when some of Richmond's finest stopped by and knocked on the door. I was alerted to the fact that this was Richmond's finest. I had my shorts on and shirt. I just went on the show, actually, at VPFM. They came in. We did, by the way, somebody said, looked like y'all had a great time in Tampa. We did, and I want to talk more about the Tampa thing later. Shout out to all the members of the Kill Stream compound, or the Trap House, as I saw Giga call it over there. But anyway, Richmond's finest came by. They informed me that there was a warrant out for my arrest. I informed them, of course, I was very cooperative, etc. They asked me, did I know anything about it? And I said, nah, not really, but possibly, I don't know. And they didn't even know what it was. So they let me come back in, put my shoes on, put my sweatpants on, which I did. And they transported me to the Richmond City Justice Center, I believe, 1701 Fair something, where I saw a magistrate, and it was about the whole sex tape thing back in the summer. And the magistrate was very polite. The police officers were amazing. They had so many stories to tell. I went into my escapades in Loudoun County. I was at, he was like, well, how'd you get that assault on law enforcement? And I said, I was on a hotel couch and I was drunk and I took a swing at a cop. I didn't hit him. Basically, that's how I ended up getting 8 months. And he said that would have never happened in Richmond. And I said, yes, I know that would have never happened in Richmond. I said, I know what would have happened in Richmond. And then he looked down his body camera. I won't say any names. There were several cops on the scene. I talked to several cops at several different points of time. So I don't want to say any names or put anybody out there. But he said you would have got your ass kicked. That's what you would have gotten. And you wouldn't have cared anyway. You wouldn't even remembered how it would happen. You just woke up sore. I said, yeah, that's what I deserved, a fucking ass whipping. I swear to God, he told me this too. This is not some comedian bit or anything. I swear to God, he told me this. And told me a lot of other stories too that I won't repeat because that would probably identify him. But I had a great time talking to the officers and went down there. The magistrate was very kind. Allowed me I don't know if it's called a surety bond. Not a surety bond. It's a recognizance bond, which I walked out without having to pay any money since it's so understaffed because of COVID, quote unquote. It took me 2 hours to get out, even though I got bonded in like 30 minutes. So that was slightly annoying, but I understand how that goes. I made some comments on Twitter, and I'm going to let those stay on Twitter. I have spoken with my attorney and etc. I'm going to be in court tomorrow morning, actually. The beginning of the journey here. I will say that I'm very confident in prevailing on this matter. Extremely confident. And I don't want to get into the nuts and bolts. I've talked about this before. There have been statements made by others, conflicting statements made by others about this matter. Principles in the matter. I won't get into those because I don't feel like it's appropriate. I do want to say, as for Faith herself, I don't want to see any attacks on her or anything like that. It is what it is. I'm very confident that I will prevail in this matter. I'm not going to attack her myself. It's not conducive to anything. I'm very confident in my position as it is, and it's a regrettable situation. I mean, let's not act like it's not. But you guys know me. I'm going to keep doing the show. I'm going to keep working, keep pushing through everything. It's very hard to throw me off the ball there. And so that's what we're dealing with. And that's what's happening. So I'll be there at 9 a.m. tomorrow morning. I did see, it was revealed today as well that I'm dating Pantsuit Party, so I guess that's fair to state here on the show too. I don't know if there's any more elaboration necessary on that, but that's part of the goings on as well. So now let me bring in